Most people spend more time planning their vacations than they spend planning their life. Think about it. Hours researching hotels, days comparing flights, but when it comes down to the one life they actually have to live, they just wing it. That ends today, because here's what I know to be true. You cannot hit a target you cannot see. And right now, most people are walking through life with no real target. They know what they don't want. They don't want to be broke. They don't want to be stuck. They don't want to wake up one day and wonder where the time went. But knowing what you don't want is not a plan. It's just a fear with nowhere to go. So let me ask you something, and I want you to really sit with this question. What do you want out of life? Not what your parents wanted for you, not what society says you should have, and not what looks good on paper. What do you actually want? Because there's a massive difference between a life you designed and a life that just happened to you. One of the greatest thinkers of the 20th century, Bob Proctor, said it this way: most people are working towards goals they don't even want, trying to impress people they don't even like. And that hits hard because it's true. We've been conditioned to chase a version of success that was never really ours. So we spent years climbing a ladder only to realize it's leaning against the wrong wall. Here's what I want you to understand. Success is not a universal formula. It's a personal definition. What success looks like for you might be completely different from the person sitting next to you. And that's not just okay, that's the point. It's your life, your terms, and your vision. So how do we build that vision? It starts with one simple but powerful exercise. I call it defining your vision of success, and here's how it works. Step one is you want to reflect on what matters most to you, okay? Not the noise, not the expectations, what you actually value. Your health, your family, your freedom, your faith, whatever it is, write it down. Step two is look at different areas of your life. Your career, your relationships, your health, your personal growth, your finances. What does winning look like in each of those areas? And get very specific. Then you want to write down your vision in detail. Not in your head, on paper or in a document. I highly recommend it on paper. Make it real. The more specific you are, the more real it becomes to your mind, and your mind will actually start working towards it. Now, step four is you want to make sure to revisit that vision regularly. Your goals will evolve, your priorities will shift, and that's life, so give yourself permission to update the vision as you grow. And step five, use your vision as your compass. Every decision, every opportunity, every fork in the road, run it through this filter. Does it move you towards the life you actually want? If yes, move forward. If no, just let it go. Here's the truth most people never discover. Clarity is a superpower. When you know exactly what you want, your brain starts to filter the world differently. You start noticing opportunities you used to just walk past. You start making decisions faster with more confidence, and you start becoming the kind of person who creates their life instead of reacting to it. That's the shift we're making here. Not just setting goals, but building a vision so clear, so compelling, so yours, that waking up every day with purpose becomes your new normal. Your best life isn't waiting for luck, it's waiting for a decision. And that decision starts right now with defining exactly what you want. So go do the work. Your future self is counting on you.